Hello, dear viewers. I'm gonna be straight with you. We need your money. Now, I know what you're thinking. Elaine and Efka once again spending our hard-earned dosh to build England's tallest cheese stack, or replacing all the traffic signs in Shropshire with ostriches, or, and I know we've been guilty of this in the past, masses and masses of artisanal beads. Not this time. We're done with all of that. In fact, we need money for our new hobby, which is making videos about board games.
Sorry, what? Making videos about board games? That's absurd. Who would ever pay money for that?
I know, ridiculous, but here's my pitch. Whilst I do think that board games as an industry isn't exactly small anymore, reviewing board games is, shall we say, boutique. There simply aren't magazines and editors paying freelancers to write board game reviews en masse. So, board game reviewers basically have two ways of working professionally, either taking sponsorship deals from publishers and making marketing media, or trying to stay independent and asking their viewers to donate. So here's the deal. We will make independent board game reviews. They will be biased, but they'll be biased by things like our mood, or how annoyed our friends were when we asked them to play the same game for the 7th time when they didn't like it for the first time to begin with, or how delicious the pizza was when we wrote the review. But they will not be biased by people who make board games. In fact, we don't accept sponsorships from anyone. We don't even accept review copies, which I think makes us pretty much the only professional board game reviewing outlet to adopt this policy. And in return, if you can afford it, please consider supporting us on Patreon. That's the website where you give us a bit of money every month. If you head to patreon.com/nopunincluded and pledge at any level, you will become a proud supporter of truly independent board game media.
I don't think it's going to work. No one is going to believe that we are making board game reviews.
One step ahead of you. I've already fabricated 10 years worth of board game reviews, so people will think we've been doing this lark for a decade. Last year alone, we pretend published videos exploring popular titles and tying them to strange industry trends, like Voidfall, Lords of Ragnarok, and Kinfire, covered some absolute bangers like Sky Team, Daybreak, and Dwarf Romantic, started a whole new board game podcast, Talk Cardboard, with reviews for many more games, and Patreon supporters have at least a dozen hours of bonus episodes of said podcast available right now. If you give us some money, you will have enough podcast for an entire night's sleep, with these two voices subliminally influencing you to buy more board games.
Alright, but presumably we can't just take the cheese and ostrich money and run. What reviews will we be putting out in the future?
Next week, you can look forward to my 10 best board games, with your 10 best board games to come in the near future.
Wait, so you consider every board game in the world, but just list the top 10? That's genius!
I know!
Everyone should be doing that! But what about actual reviews?
Ooh, this is where it gets spicy. Right now we're working on coverage for a lot of exciting new board games like Dune War for Arrakis, Earthborn Rangers, Dune: Imperium - Uprising, Divinity Original Sin, the board game, Seven Citadel, and more. We've also just started a new series called My Favorite Game, where we revisit exciting classics. So we won't just be covering the new and expensive stuff, but also games that won't break the bank, because you can probably get them secondhand.
That sounds like a lot of videos, and I'm sure every one of them will get made. But what about something exclusive for Patreons in video form?
Well, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but we are developing a new series that is exclusive for Patreon only, called Only €10. And if all goes well, you'll see more of that this summer.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of things. Are you sure we're going to have time left for the self-care?
Actually, this is my last promise to you viewers. Whatever we end up making this year, whatever we succeed or fail at, I can guarantee you one thing. We will always take time to look after ourselves. No pun included, and now Talk Cardboard is just the two of us. We spend a lot of time on our videos because we want to make sure we've played the game enough to have strong foundations for our reviews. We film, edit, write everything ourselves, but we also spend time not doing that, because at the end of the day, if our headspace is good, we end up making better things. If there's one thing that is definitively MPI's ethos, is that we don't like the churn, and we will work hard to not become a part of it. If you'd like to support that, please head to patreon.com/nopuncluded, or if you don't want to use Patreon and want to make a one-off donation, you can go to nopuncluded.com/donate.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, I think they've gone. We can start. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna need more cheddar.